Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a love tarot reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what the message is that's coming in for the collective today, please. What do we need to know about this person and this connection? What does the collective need to hear? This is the Four of Pentacles. We'll put a few more cards out and then we'll start talking about the message that's coming through for the collective. Let's see what else we need to know, please. This is the Hermit. We'll grab one more card and then we'll start explaining the message that the universe is sharing with the collective. What else do we need to know, please? What is coming through for this message? And the Page of Swords. Well, first of all, with this combination of cards, I feel that this is telling us that your person is missing you more than you probably realize, you guys watching the reading. There is definitely a longing for you and a hope that they have not blown it completely. Because with this Four of Pentacles leading the way, it is about your person wanting to hold on to you and hold on to this connection. But also there is a recognition within them that there needs to be more stability in this relationship moving forward. The Four of Pentacles also tells us your person is able to see where they were stubborn, where they were selfish, where they were coming at you from a place of their ego and their pride. And they know that these things do not belong in this relationship as they come back into your life, because they do want to come back hoping that you're going to give them a chance and the opportunity to explain themselves. They know that getting rid of their pride and ego is something that has been a challenge for them, but they are saying that I allowed my pride and ego to get in the way because I was insecure. I was afraid that you would not love the real me, so I presented a false sense of who I am to you as I have done to others in the past, because deep down inside I'm very fearful. I have a wounded inner child. I'm afraid that you will reject me if I didn't present this false sense of who I was by wearing this mask. But I am taking that mask off now because I understand that being real and authentic is very important for this connection moving forward with you. I regret having so much pride and ego. I regret my stubbornness and my selfishness. And I did that because I was just fearful of how things were developing between the two of us. It was moving too fast and I should have allowed things to develop naturally, but I slammed on the brakes because it was too overwhelming for me. And I see that now, and I see more importantly why I allowed myself to act in those ways. I shouldn't have. I regret it. I can't change it. All I can do is show back up for you and explain to you that I don't want to lose you and that I don't want to lose this connection either, because I am tired of being alone. And this silence that is between us is actually driving me over the edge. But I know that I am the one that needs to initiate communication, and that is what I am thinking about doing at the moment. The Hermit tells us your person is in a place of self-imposed isolation. It tells us they are shut down, they are looking within, and they are doing that work on the inner planes that needs to happen so that they can show back up for you and be the partner that you need them to be by releasing their pride, their ego, their mask, their lack of authenticity, their untruths, to be able to be real and honest and truthful with you as they make their way back towards you. But as well, this Hermit card tells us your person is feeling very lonely and they are feeling this isolation, and it is screaming out at them that it is time to reach out and communicate because they want to hold on to you and they want to hold on to this connection. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Virgo, this can be a place of validation for you, but you don't have to be a Virgo or any other sign that I might mention in this reading. It is a collective reading and it is for everyone. It's more important that we consider the cards and how they relate to the message that the universe is presenting for the collective today. The Page of Swords tells us your person is getting ready to initiate communication with you. But as well, the Page of Swords tells us they may be trying to peep into your life. They may be trying to sneak around to find out what's going on with you, asking people that both of you know, perhaps, checking out your social media. If you have social media, perhaps they're driving by your house. If you have your own business site online, your own website, they may be trying to check that out as well, or through any other apps that they think that you may be on or using, trying to peep through all of the technology to see what's going on with you is what this Page of Swords is about. But it's also about your person getting ready to reach out and communicate. It is the initiation of communication because it also tells us your person misses your conversations. They don't like this silence anymore. The silence is deafening. And they know that they have to bridge this distance because you have tried, right? You guys watching the reading, have you tried to bridge this distance between you and your person, but yet it fell on their deaf ears because they weren't ready. They hadn't had these major realizations or epiphanies within themselves yet, but they're having them now, and they know that they are taking too long. And they feel that urgency building within them as well. The Page of Swords is an air sign, so that is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What message does the collective need to know? This is the Magician. Well, this is all about your person being attracted to you. But it also tells us that they are going to find that power within themselves to reach out and communicate with you. They do need some confidence. They need to find the right words as well. They need some courage. But with the Magician showing up, it tells us that they are going to be able to manifest those things that they desire, to reach out to you, making sure that they have the right words, making sure that they apologize in a very meaningful and sincere way, making sure that they explain everything to you as well. But the Magician also tells us your person knows the two of you connect on a very deep spiritual level, but also a mental and an emotional and definitely a passionate or physical level as well. In other words, what this is saying is you feel everything your person would desire or hope for when it comes to a romantic partner. There is a deep attraction between the two of you. There is a strong chemistry between the two of you. And there is this deep spiritual bond that's between the two of you as well, which is why this connection for the two of you is so intense. And it's what caused your person to perhaps run to ghost, deny the connection, or whatever else it is that your person did to create this disconnect between the two of you. But they want to come back, and they want to hold on to you, and they want to hold on to this connection as well. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know? The sun. Well, the sun comes out and shines. After periods of troubles, after difficulties, after trials and tribulations, after arguing, after running, ghosting, and denying the connection, after self-sabotaging behaviors, after creating arguments for no reason because of their insecurities, fears, and illusions, the sun always comes out and shines again. And there are two suns on this card. This is actually one of our tarot decks. This is Enchanted Crystal Tarot, and there is a link in the description for these cards. But the sun is about happiness. It is about joy. It is about restoration. It is about reunion. It is a card that indicates that you and your person could be soulmates. So please just take that as it resonates. The sun is all about restoring this happiness, this balance, this joy, and this abundance of love to this connection for the two of you, because your person sees that you are their sunshine, and they are definitely not feeling the sunshine in their life at the moment because you are not together. And they are really feeling this separation very deeply right now, but also having to look at themselves and acknowledge that it's their fault. Missing you is their fault. Longing for you, it's their fault. And they see and understand the error of their ways, and they are judging themselves for all of this as well. They are feeling guilty. They are feeling regret and remorse for putting this space between the two of you. But this space was necessary to allow your person to wake up and understand the power of this connection, which is definitely something that they're seeing now because it's creating this longing for you. And the silence as well, I feel, is driving them a little over the edge because they want to reach out and communicate and come back in your direction. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What other message does the universe want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear? This is the Nine of Wands. Well, the Nine of Wands is all about perseverance. It is also about your person taking a step back to figure out how they're going to approach you. They want to make sure that their plan is going to work, and they are trying to come at you with a fresh approach, one that you have not seen or experienced from this person in the past. But the Nine of Wands is also about courage. It is about perseverance. It is about your person getting up and fighting their way back to you. They are just at the moment trying to figure out the best way to attack this distance between the two of you because your person doesn't want to screw up. They know that they have screwed up so much in the past, and they want to make sure that they have all of their ducks in their little ducky row so that when they come back, they're going to be successful at being able to communicate with you the things that they need to share with you. And it's not just about an apology. They want to talk to you about everything. They want to tell you about how they love you. They want to speak their truth to you. This is about them pulling out all the stops and making sure that they have left no stone unturned in terms of understanding themselves and why they allowed themselves to put this distance and this silence between the two of you to begin with. This Nine of Wands is about your person making sure that they are going to have everything together as they come towards you with a determination. That Nine of Wands is about a determination to be successful, a determination to have overcome the challenges that have held them back from you and from this relationship, but also with courage and confidence that they need, that they are manifesting with that Magician card at the moment as well. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else the collective needs to know. What do we need to hear about this person and this connection? The Two of Pentacles. Well, this tells us that change is on the way. The Two of Pentacles is a card of change. Your person knows that things need to change in this dynamic between the two of you because their silence, the silence between the two of you is something that is difficult for them as well at the moment, just like it is for you. And the solution from where I sit doing this reading is so very simple. All they have to do is pick up that phone and hit that little green light that says send, to either send a text or to send a phone call to you, or even to send a voicemail. However the two of you normally communicate, your person knows that they have to bridge this distance and open these lines of communication. That is what that Page of Swords and Two of Pentacles combination is about. But they'll initiate communication because they know the ball is in their court. But also with the Two of Pentacles, it tells us, well, your person sees where they allowed things to get out of balance between the two of you in the past, and they're not going to allow these things to get out of balance again. Your person wants to do more than their fair share. They want to do the heavy lifting. They want to make sure that you feel nurtured, loved, respected, and cherished moving forward. And this is part of the plan that they are strategizing with that Nine of Wands energy. But the Two of Pentacles is about change. Change is coming because it is all about creating a shift, and the shift needs to happen in this dynamic between the two of you because I feel your person is, well, they're having a hard time just like you are. And as I mentioned, from my perspective, it's so simple. All they have to do is communicate, but they are finding that power and that confidence within them even now to reach out and communicate with you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? The Six of Pentacles. Well, this tells us your person sees you as a gift and a blessing from the universe. They see you as someone who is very generous. They see you as someone who is very loving and kind and caring. And this is part of what they've always found so attractive about you anyway. But they see you as a gift from God. They see you as a gift from the divine, from the universe, and they know that they need to start taking action and telling you that, expressing their gratitude for having you in their life. This is a card of balance as well. And it's interesting that the 2 and the 6 of Pentacles are side by side because your person knows that things did get way out of hand between the two of you. They know that they were taking you for granted. They know that they perhaps took advantage of your generosity and of your love and of the nature of who you are, which is someone who is loving, caring, nurturing, supportive, and giving. You are willing to do what is necessary to make sure that this connection was flowing and growing the way that it needed to grow, but your person was not participating in that. This will be different as your person comes back around because they understand now that in order for this relationship to grow, they have to be a participant. They have to make you and this connection more of a priority in their life, which is part of their plan and part of their strategy as well. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. Let's see what else is coming through for this message. What do we need to hear? The moon. Well, the moon is a card of dreams. And I do feel it tells us that your person is dreaming about you. And those dreams are not just regulated to the nighttime dreaming, but during the daytime as well, especially with it being so close to the sun. But what I love about the combination of these two cards is something that I just love what I'm about to say. Not because I love what I'm about to say, but because it just makes so much sense. What was once in the dark is now in the light. Your person has been in the dark about this connection. They are now in the light. And in this moon card, your person is definitely feeling this sense of sadness and melancholy as well. The moon is a card of depression, and perhaps for some of you, your person is depressed, but they are having to see and understand that it's their responsibility. They're the reason that they're depressed, not because of you or anything that you did. They brought all of this upon themselves. The moon is also a card of them longing for you and missing you, dreaming about you at night, daydreaming about you during the day as well. And you guys perhaps are dreaming about your person also. And these dreams can be very powerful because it allows the two of you to connect in that 5D space and have communication with each other and exchange energy with one another. Yes, in that passionate and woo-woo kind of way. But your person is paying attention to these dreams because they're trying to see what's going on with you through these dreams, hoping it's going to give them some sort of insight. Your person may look at their phone before they go to sleep, looking at your photos, rereading some of your messages, especially with it being so close to that Page of Swords, hoping that's going to encourage dreams of you or the two of you meeting up in that 5D space, in that spiritual realm, in the astral plane, so that the two of you can talk and communicate with each other. But the moon as well, I feel what is coming through today, especially with the messages that are coming in from spirit. I do feel for some of you, your person is in a very melancholy and perhaps even depressed space. Perhaps for some of you, they are even experiencing a dark night of the soul at the moment. But again, the only way that you can go through a dark night of the soul is to go through it. You can't run from it. You can't avoid it. You can delay it, of course, but eventually you are going to go through it. And this is about your person going through that and coming back to the light, coming back to the sunshine, which is you and this connection and your love. Let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know about this person and this connection? Well, this is the Hanged Man. That's an interesting way for the hangman, or place rather, for the hangman to show up right opposite the Four of Pentacles that started this reading. Because the hangman is all about your person wanting to hold on to you and wanting to hold on to this connection. They don't want to let you go. But the hangman is also about this pause that you are experiencing with your person at the moment. And there is a pause because your person has pressed that pause button on the DVR of this love story. But in this space, they're also having a lot of realizations. They're having an awakening. They're having breakthroughs and epiphanies because they are able to see things from a different perspective with this Hangman card showing up. They see and understand things now with much greater insight, with much greater clarity than they did before. And this in and of itself is going to make your person show back up and be this better partner for you, the partner who can work together with you to build a better relationship moving forward. The Hangman is ruled by Pisces. Now, coming from the bottom, we do have Temperance. Temperance is about the chemistry that is here between you and your person. It is about the blending of your essences, and whether you are soulmates or twin flames, please just take it as it resonates. It does confirm that there is a spiritual counterpart connection here between you. But temperance is also about patience. And I feel you guys watching the reading have been very patient with your person. And they will express that gratitude to you with this Six of Pentacles energy for your unconditional love and your patience while your person goes through this change that they have been going through, that they have needed to go through for quite some time. But temperance is also about listening to the divine. And I do feel your person is listening to that guidance that is coming from their angels, their guides, from God, from the divine, whatever that higher power is for your person. But it also tells us there is divine protection here in this connection. There always has been. At times you guys may feel like it's not there or the protection of the divine is not there, but it is. It's always there. It's just that things are going to unfold between you and this person with the divine timing of the universe. And when we consider the divine timing of the universe, there is no time frame that we can give that, because the universe doesn't work in linear time. Everything happens now. Everything in the universe is happening in this moment. So it's very difficult to compute linear time, like next Thursday, for instance, is linear time, or May 12th is also linear time. So what I want to say about this is trust in the divine timing of the universe, because there is a divine plan that is in place here for this connection to move forward and open up and get moving and grooving again, because strength is about this strong connection that you share with this person. Strength is ruled by Leo. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Your person knows that there is a strong connection. They have perhaps always known that, but as well, this tells us they see a strength in you because you have overcome so many challenges, so many obstacles by the power, by the grace, and by the courage of who you are. And through all of that, you have inspired this person to also go through this transformation that they have very much needed. The Strength card tells us your person acknowledges that, yes, we have a strong connection. That is what the combination of strength and temperance is. And your person will be able to talk to you as they come back about whether you are soulmates or twin flames. The bottom line is they're going to be understanding this connection much better as they make their way back to you. But they are using your strength and your kindness and your compassion and your love to work through this transformation that is happening for them right now to make their way back to you. We also have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is the card of the builder. It is about building this relationship on a much stronger foundation than where it was in the past. It is about your person being dedicated to working with you side by side. And as we talked about with that Nine of Wands, that may be a big difference, right? Your person wanting to come at this with a fresh approach, being able to build this relationship with you together to come to this place of balance and harmony and union with each other that comes with the Sun and with this Temperance card. Your person being able to be a better communicator, being able to make compromises with you, being able to make sure that they are contributing to this relationship more than they ever have, which is what that Two of Pentacles and that Six of Pentacles is about, showing you that they are willing to do what is necessary to have you back in their life, because they are not in a happy space without you in their life. And they know that they're going to have to commit to working with you to build this better relationship moving forward. We also have the Knight of Wands on the bottom. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, this is all about your person acknowledging that they were impulsive when the two of you were spending time together in the past. They allowed their pride and their ego and their stubbornness and their selfishness to negatively impact this relationship. They're not going to be doing that anymore, because they are going to be thoughtful. They are going to think things through, because they want to come at this from a different perspective, because they've had a major wake-up call and they see and understand things now much better than they did when the two of you were spending time together before. And for most of you, this person, perhaps all of you, this person has needed this massive wake-up call. The Knight of Wands energy, though, is someone who charges in and stirs things up and breaks things free from this place where they have been stuck. This is about your person bringing this connection out of this place where there was this pause, out of this place where there's been no movement, and opening the lines of communication so the two of you can start talking and having those conversations with each other that really need to take place. And not just about the apology coming from them, but also about how you've both changed and evolved during this time you've been apart. They want to know what you've been doing. They want to know what's been going on in your life. They want to know what transformations you have been through, and they're going to share with you how they have changed and transformed as well. This Knight of Wands is also about getting communication from your person, but it is also about your person with a perseverance, a determination to coming back into your life and winning you back, actually. But let's see. We'll use some oracle cards now and see what else is coming through. What do we need to know, please? What is happening here? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Standing stones, passage. This card comes with number 40, if anyone resonates with number 40. However, number 40 does resolve to 4, very much like that 4 of Pentacles. And that is all about stability being in this relationship moving forward. And when I say stability, we have to consider the 4 of Pentacles like, as I messed up all of those neat cards, we have to consider the 4 of Pentacles like 4 cornerstones. 4 cornerstones is how you build a foundation. Not on 3, but 4. And that is what allows you to build the 4 walls. That is what allows you to build stability in a relationship. But this standing stones is about your person, well, looking back in time, actually, and they're feeling very nostalgic and kind of like reliving a lot of your memories, reliving a lot of your adventures, and replaying your conversations, actually not just doing that from memory, but I feel they are doing that by looking at photos and rereading old messages that the two of you shared with each other, wherever those messages may be stored, email, text, direct message. Because this is about looking to the past. And your person has had to look to the past to see and understand where they allowed their words, actions, and behaviors to negatively impact this relationship. To make sure that those things aren't going to negatively affect this relationship moving forward, because your person doesn't want to make the same mistakes again. They don't want to make the same bad choices. They don't want to make the same wrong decisions, clouded judgments, or any of that they made in the past, because they are missing you and they are longing for you. There's a melancholy within your person that comes from way down deep in their soul, because they see and understand how they have blown it and how they have screwed up, and they don't want to blow it again. But I feel that this person misses you, you guys watching the reading, more than you can possibly know. And they'll share that with you as they come back into your life. But let's see what else we need to hear for this message today, please. Air, spirit, knowledge. This card comes with number 1. I like the number 1. It's on the Magician as well. It is all about starting over, the number 1. Let's have a fresh start. But what I like about air spirit is we have to consider the element of air. And air is things like ideas, thoughts, knowledge, communication, things that happen through the airways, right? It is about your person also having a major wake-up call. It is about them having epiphanies, very much like that hangman. It is about them being able to see the truth, but not only see the truth, acknowledge the truth, and speak the truth as they come back towards you. They see and understand things now so much better than they did before. They wish they had seen it in the past. And perhaps for some of you they did, but they weren't willing to accept it or acknowledge it. This is about them really being able to show up and acknowledge everything to you with a power, with an understanding that you haven't seen in this person, because they see and understand themselves now so much better. And they have needed that massive wake-up call that has been coming with this hangman here. They've needed to be able to see things from a clearer perspective. They have needed to be able to have this wake-up call and have this understanding that they've needed to do things differently. And that is what has been happening for this person while you have been away from each other. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? This card comes with number 52. I think that's 52 in Roman numerals, LII. Although 52 does resolve to 5 plus 2 is 7, which is about change. And we talked about change with that 2 of Pentacles. This is the tear. And it looks like it's a beautiful green tear-shaped emerald here with an amber-colored stone inside that green-shaped emerald. And I feel that this is about your person having sadness. I feel that this is about your person perhaps even crying tears. And that makes sense because we do have the moon card here, which is not only about dreams, but the moon is also about melancholy and sadness and feeling this heavy sense of perhaps even depression or dark night of the soul. And you guys watching the reading, you have probably been through a dark night of the soul yourselves, and that is not a happy experience at all, and it is one that does bring a lot of tears. It brings a lot of sadness. It brings a lot of crying, perhaps even screaming into a pillow or just out loud, however you needed to get it out, because a dark night of the soul is a difficult thing to go through, and we have all gone through at least one, perhaps more, in our lives. And your person could be actually going through that as well. But I feel that this is what they've needed to go through because they've needed to have this massive epiphany, this massive wake-up call that is waking them up and shaking them up and getting them moving back in your direction. Because with this Knight of Wands being here, this is about them coming back in your direction with a lot of energy, with a lot of communication, with a lot of talk, with a lot of passion as well. But I do feel with this tear card at the moment, they are feeling this heavy sense of loneliness, this sorrow, this sadness. It's like their heart is broken. But again, they understand and they can see that this is something that they brought upon themselves and they don't like how it feels. So they've needed this wake-up call, guys. I feel that that's what it's about. Your person needing to feel and experience this to get them moving and out of this place of stagnation where there's no contact, where there's no spending time together, where nothing is happening between the two of you, and push them, giving them that push that they need to come back to you. Because remember, there is divine guidance and divine protection around this connection with your person as well. Realizations. Well, this is about epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Definitely supporting this air spirit and this hangman card. Well, you know, we all have those wake-up calls. There was an old commercial many years ago about V8 vegetable juice, and it's like someone sitting there and they just smack themselves in the middle of the forehead and they go, oh, I could have had a V8. And that is how I see your person at the moment, actually, not wishing for V8 vegetable juice, but seeing and understanding that they need to do things differently, that they should have been ready for you, that they should not have shut you down, that they should not have shut you off, and that it is time for them to come out of this place of silence, to come out of this place of self-imposed isolation that comes with that hermit and start reaching out to talk to you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? Pain. Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. Well, I feel that this is telling us that your person is dealing with heartache and heartbreak and the pain that goes with that. I don't feel that they are apprehensive about what they're coming back to you. Let me rephrase that. I don't feel that they're apprehensive about wanting you in their life. They are perhaps apprehensive that you may not be willing to talk to them or hear them out. They may be afraid that you don't want to listen to what they have to say. And that is part of their caution at the moment, which is why they are trying to figure things out using the energy of that Nine of Wands to figure out this fresh approach so that they can come back in your direction and reach out to you with communication that makes sense, that is really thought out, that is sincere, and that is heartfelt and heart-to-heart communication coming from your person. But I feel this is telling us that they can see where they caused both of you so much pain, actually. And that is definitely something that they are feeling a lot of guilt, regret, and remorse for just now. But let's see what else we need to know. We have confusion, which says uncertain, unclear, and unsure. And we also have withdrawn, which says single, lonely, and solitary. Well, I don't feel that your person has any confusion about whether or not they desire you or they desire this connection with you. I feel that they are uncertain about whether or not you're willing to hear them out or willing to talk to them or listen to their explanation, because they have been working through all of their confusion during the time that you have been away from each other, and they do have this great sense of clarity. They've attained a much greater understanding and awareness, not only of themselves, but of you and of this connection during the time that you've been away from each other. They have used the power of that hangman to be able to see things much clearer and from this fresh perspective. They've had realizations, understandings, and awakenings, and they're just wondering if perhaps you're confused, and that could be why they've been trying to peep into your life to see what's going on with you. They could have an uncertainty or be unsure or unclear as to whether or not you're going to allow them back into your life. But that's not going to stop them, not with the energy of that Knight of Wands showing up. That is about them charging in and stirring things up and making things happen. I do feel this withdrawn card very much supports that Hermit card, though, telling us that your person is feeling very isolated. They are feeling very solitary at the moment, and they do not like that sense of self-imposed isolation anymore. But they are the one who needs to come out and start creating the difference in this relationship between the two of you, creating that change that comes with that Two of Pentacles, so that your person can reach out and start this flow of communication between the two of you and create that change that needs to happen. Let's see what we have here. It hurts so much. Well, obviously, I do feel that this is a painful experience for your person, what they are going through right now. And we touched upon that several times throughout the reading. Perhaps they're going through a dark night of the soul. Perhaps they're feeling a depression. Perhaps they're feeling a lot of melancholy and sadness because you aren't in each other's lives right now. But again, this is something that they have to go through and experience, because it's given them this massive wake-up call that they have needed. And that is something that perhaps your person has been needing to feel, this sorrow and this sadness. And I have said that before, that is a very painful teacher. It is a teacher, and we do learn, unfortunately, through pain. Most of us, anyway, that's how we learn. Don't touch the stove, don't touch that knife, don't stick your fingers in the socket, and yet we still did when we were kids, right? And your person is feeling and experiencing something like that right now because they knew better. They did know better at the time, and now they are having to feel this hurt, this sorrow, this sadness, this pain, this broken heart, feeling this isolation and solitary, and actually come out of that hermit cave and come back in your direction. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. I cannot let go of you. No, they can't. Your person can't let you go. And we have seen that, interestingly enough, in this reading with the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Coins that started the reading, but also with this Hangman down here as well. That is about your person wanting to hold on to you, wanting to hang on to this connection, not wanting to let you go, because your person sees a strength in this connection. Your person has had a massive wake-up call here, and I do feel that sorrow and sadness has been the big teacher for your person to wake them up and see that they needed to have done things differently. But what was in the dark is now in the light, because your person wants to return to the light of your love and you, actually, and to the light of this connection that comes with that Sun card. Your person is going to reach out and communicate, because the silence between the two of you is deafening. And they know that they have ignored messages from you, that they've ignored phone calls from you, and they know that the ball is in their court and that they have to initiate this communication, because through missing you, it is giving them that confidence, that courage, and the power and the words that they need to reach out to you and get these communication lines open so the two of you can start building this connection all over again. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.